Oh, it's TF Ezreal Mirror. Look at that. What are the odds? Yeah, Get Excited can disappear from the opener. I think there's enough to counter with Thermo and Mystic Shot here. We got some 2L things in the form of like Dreadway Deckhand. Deckhand is a bit committal. I mean, in theory, I have an opportunity to sometimes get a chip in for 2. But that kind of often doesn't really have a play here. And 2 damage is a pretty big deal. It's like every little bit of chip matters in a matchup like this. Okay, that feels good. We forced him to overpay for that Thermo. Nice. Got a great trade up there. 1 mana plus the keg. Probably a second Thermo in hand. That's the kind of play you make when you have a very awkward 2 Thermo hand. And he probably doesn't have Mystic Shot either, because he would have done that instead. So I read that as no Mystic, high chance of second Thermo. I would burn a mana here if I just straight up passed. Unfortunately, I don't really have good plays. I think I will just pass. It's like, I do want to be banking mana. Salvage is kind of a proactive play, but you want to be using it to level Twisted Fate. It's not a good idea to like just drain my mana here. I want to bank some. It's pretty important. So Chump Wump is a nice proactive play. Zap is fairly proactive. The problem with Zap is it costs me 1 extra mana since I don't have a great resource for spell mana. I could go like... Yeah, we can't do Salvage Zap either. I'll Chump Wump here. We could have played Salvage last turn and Zap this turn. We probably would have let him use his mana too. I don't know, I'm not really in a hurry to like use these draw cards. I think I'll just attack, threaten some damage, some board presence. It's like, his keg is kind of devalued because my unit exists at 1 health, so I feel good about that. He has to play a card here, pretty much. Otherwise, I am going to make him burn mana. If you had a Static Shock, you would likely use it here, I think. I would.
A game. Go on then.
Wow, I mean, I could Yi Be Warned and Thermo Beam it. Can he stop that? I don't think that deck can really punish that. We're getting like really fast Ezreal triggers, but I think there's just no threat. It's like, we're banking mana, we're chilling. Why would we do anything here? There's no reason. As long as we're not burning, we're fine. Especially if he's burning as well. Like, we're mana positive, because he's burning 1 and we're burning 0.
Trick shot.
Okay. So he takes Static Shock off the top. I mean, I can go in for a Static Shock here. He will counter it, like, straight up, no matter what. If I Static Shock the Pool Shark and the keg, first of all, he's going to kill my keg, and he's going to do it in a way that blows his keg up, which means we lose the target, and Ezreal targets matter a lot. Like, this is kind of a race to level up our Ezreals. Whew. I don't know if I can care that my keg is dying, really. Do you ever burn out of Runeterra and want to play something other than card games? Yeah, for sure. I mean, usually card games are like really exciting when an expansion comes down and a bit boring for a while after that. Like, for like the, you know, there's the honeymoon phase of a new expansion. Card games are much more expansion dependent than most other games, honestly. Because like, the fun thing about card games is kind of like doing new shit, you know? Okay, so he takes a parlay. I mean, I can lower his amount of damage on that, potentially, by committing something here. I don't think that's going to be very valuable. It's like, he will just redo something and kill the powder kick anyway. I think I just like Mystic Shotting this. He can't really stop this Mystic Shot. We'll probably get the Zap afterwards. We're just cycling and drawing, cycling and drawing. Pretty happy with Zap here. I mean, I don't know. He's burning more than us. We should probably just pass. He's burning 2 more than us. That's a really big deal. Like, 2 is huge. If he was burning 1 more than us, maybe I'd play a proactive option. But you really want to be the reactive one here. You really, really, really do. Like, every situation, you just want to be reactive. It's like he could play something that makes his Mystic Shot on my Zap awkward. Okay. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. He loses the fleeting card too? Man. So our hand is not amazing, which is kind of awkward here. It's like, we still don't have a great zap. Our Ezreal's still 2 out of 8. His is too. We're just having like a weird stare down, but I mean, I've managed to get a much bigger hand than him. And you know what they say about guys with big hands. So I can play, like, it's really hard to like proactively play Ezreal here in this kind of matchup. Man. I could just zap, I think. I think zap has to look good. It's a 4-mana zap because we had full spell mana, which kind of sucks. We kind of need to do something here. In Ezreal Mirror, burning mana is important. Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty big deal.
Gotta go with the flow.
Okay, so he plays his own zap. I definitely want to just go in for removal here. It's insane to do anything else. He can't really devalue Mystic Shot. Like, he can't really stop this. This is a very opponent's board deck. Like, it basically doesn't do anything on his own board. He doesn't give units buffs or stop things from happening. Probably his own Mystic on mine. So, I mean, welcome to the mirror. So we had a pretty equivalent turn there. Okay. And both of our Ezreals are 3 out of 8 too. I mean, neither Twisted Fate is really gonna level. He might have a Twisted Fate. It's likely he does. He hasn't really been in a position where he could use one for great value. Whereas, I mean, we just haven't drawn ours yet. It's kind of interesting. I wonder if decking out could actually matter in this matchup. Probably not. Me too. So we're going to 10 cards by doing this. Hand limit is 10 cards, so we have to make sure that we don't overdraw. So if we pass, for example, you know, we have like guaranteed reactivity because we played a card. It's like a burst pass. But then if he passes back to us, which he should, if he notices we have 10 cards, he'll always pass back to us here. Because we can't pass back to him. Because we'll burn a card and he won't. And that's just too much value. So I just have to zap here. And, I mean, he'll probably just kill it again. But this is just the state of the mirror. We have Twisted Fate at least, which is a little nice. If he kills it, then Twisted Fate is going to be nice. What cards have surprised you so far? The keg package is pretty solid. I still don't know if I like all of the cards. But the keg package surprised me a bit. Twisted Fate as a card has ultimately surprised me. I mean, I never disliked the card. Like, when it was revealed, my entire chat was saying it was bad. And I was saying, yeah, it actually looks pretty good. But it's even better than I thought. Like, Twisted Fate is it's not like hyper nuts, don't get me wrong. You do have to somewhat build around it, and it's somewhat conditional. But it is a good card. What else has surprised me? There has been several things. I can't think of much right now. I can't think of much. Oh, did I just oh god. Jesus. I thought I had 9. I fucked up. I was supposed to like use 1 mushroom there basically. I mean, 1 mushroom is actually just not bad damage. I think I'll use a mushroom and then I'll like blue card or something. I'm giving him a really good static shock if I do that actually. Same with Make It Rain. I don't want to develop multiple units on my board at the same time. And he's thinking the same thing. He has to be. This is pretty silly. Like, this is a very dumb mirror. Jesus Christ. I mean, I can't play a second card on my board, especially with that there, so I have to pass. And he has to do something here, and I can't really stop Be Warned from going off at all. So there's static, that's nice. We got the static out. So again, we can't play multiple units, and neither can he. We can only ever have 1 unit on the board at a time, right? So his Ezreal is at 6 out of 8, and ours is underdeveloped at 3 out of 8. So, I mean, there's a consideration that when it's too close to leveling up, you just should stop playing units entirely. Because if Ezreal levels, you do kind of lose. Like, if I play Twisted Fate, he can get 2 targets off on the Twisted Fate. I think I should actually just stop playing units. This is really dumb. I guess am I static shocking his Nexus? God, fucking think I am. I'll just use another mushroom. I'll pass, and he'll pass back to us, and then I might just cycle Static Shock. 1 damage on his Nexus. I kind of want a better hand, and with 2 Static Shock, 2 Make It Rain, like, we're just not gonna get good value on these. We're not gonna be able to get a ton of targeting here. God, cycling Static Shock feels so bad. But if he doesn't play a unit... Basically, we're just neither of us is gonna play units. I should have shuffled the mushrooms into his deck earlier. Especially against decks that draw a lot, you can really punish them out. How can he get 2 targets from 1 Twisted Fate? Just by playing 2 cards on it, like Yibian Warrant and then a kill spell, or even like stuff like Static Shock or Make It Rain. His hand is almost certainly pretty similar to ours. He probably has a Twisted Fate, he probably has an Ezreal. He used his first Static Shock. I don't think he's used a single Make It Rain yet. So he probably has at least 2 of either the Static Shock or Misted Rain total. We've got 4 total. He probably doesn't have like the 4, but... I mean, aren't I passing back to him? I guess I can get excited just to hit his face. I guess I do. Again, this is just phenomenally dumb. He used 2 Static Shocks? Oh, okay. Am I kicking pick a card? I think I am, actually. Anything that can be unit targeting feels important. I don't know, maybe I should just kick Twisted Fate. Am I ever going to be able to play Twisted Fate? I can't win without playing a unit. God, I guess I am kicking Twisted... What the fuck? And are we going to mill? He's got 18 cards left and I've got 20. I'm winning. I'm winning. This is great. I just have to not play draw cards. He has to make the first action. He's got 18 cards left. I've got 20. We're good. We're good. Look, he's playing cards. The fool. So he should have nothing in his deck that can really interact with my ways of dealing with him. So he'll attack here and force my interaction, and we'll get our double static and Make It Rain. It's important to do it after he attacks, otherwise he can redevelop into the attack. So this is great. His Ezreal 6 out of 8, but I'm just chilling. Why would I ever play a unit? He's at 18 and we're at 20, so we win. My Ezreal will level and his Ezreal won't. My Ezreal will level and his Ezreal won't. So the question is, am I okay doing a Static Shock here? Because I can't use both Static Shocks. I need to have more cards in my deck than him. What if I just Thermo Beam for 9? I'm wasting a lot of potential targets if I do that. I think I probably will have to use 1 Static Shock. And the funny thing is he can't really reshuffle tools. Because if he reshuffles holy shit, that's not right. Oh my god, that is not correct. Ooh, that's basically it, right? How does he win? Didn't he just lose? Aren't we just good? There's kind of no answer to this now. He just got bored. Win via boredom. Sweet. I love win via boredom. This is such a dumb matchup. You kind of just can't salvage in this matchup. He who salvages just loses, because then this just happens to them. Like, 1 salvage just loses you the game. So, my Ezreal's leveled, and now it's just a waiting game. Like, I'll just wait until I have enough mushrooms to win the game, or enough cards to just win the game on Ezreal.
Where do you stand on cold shot?
So this is, you know, I mean, he's getting in 1 damage here. I don't think we could have really avoided that. If we pass on the double chump and wait for him to attack, he has a pretty easy time not attacking and burning a shit ton of our mana. So I think we kind of had to be okay taking 1 to a potential pool shark. Isn't he overdrawing here? He's losing the fleeting card, right? It's burned. Yeah. So he's at 10. All we need to do is like have a kill combo with Ezreal. So now that my Ezreal's leveled, I can start drawing cards again. Like, no problem, right? I'm just passing back to him more. I can Static Shock here, just damage his Nexus a bit, and just draw. I just need to not level his Ezreal, basically. Here, let me be right back. Okay. Can't really tap out either, because then we can just play the Ezreal. I guess I just chill. I don't know when I should pick a card. This is very strange. I can't play a unit. He's actually threatening a little bit of damage. Staticking early might have just been wrong. If I play a single card, or a unit without just ending the game that turn, I actually lose. I think I do actually have to pick a card here. I'll probably send away some unit that I can't play. Petty Officer is less of a chance of being played than Zap, I think. We're in chill mode. So he has no way to protect Ezreal. We can't tap out. If we tap out, he plays Ezreal and then we might be able to lose. We have to keep the Thermo Beam alive. We have to make sure he doesn't have an option to do something like that. If he plays Twisted Fate, we can't respond to it. If we Thermo Beam the Twisted Fate, then our Ezreal, then he plays Ezreal after, and we can lose. So he's got a good option for Twisted. He should be blue carding right now. I think like most hands would just blue card in the spot. There we go.
Eyes open.
And yeah, I mean, I have to not let him Ezreal. I have to pass here, I think, no matter what. I think so. We'll see though. Really? Okay. Using my Static Shock like that was definitely wrong. It's like, it's too easy for him to regain control of the board, man. I might have just messed up. God, there's almost a consideration to play Zap now, but I really can't do it. I kind of want to Yi Be Warned. I mean, I need to draw more cards, but then I won't have the bank mana for my pick a card.
Packed him good.
Wow, that's nasty. I mean, I have to kill one of them now. I have no choice. He's like tapped out for Ezreal. So yeah, I have to just Yi Be Warned and Thermal Beam, right? Pretty much. I could play Zap now. Now that he's out of mana to level the Ezreal, and we've got first action. We could be looking at a Zap. It draws a card as well. See if anything that could punish just playing Ezreal here. He shouldn't be able to at 2 mana, right? Yeah, I can just play Ezreal now.
They don't know what they're up against.
Yeah, he can't tap out there.
Time for a true display of skill.
Tapping out kind of has to be wrong. Yeah, like he can threaten the Ezreal, but he can't actually kill it. And I'm doing the draw 3 as well.
I don't miss.
This is a weird Yi Be Warned into Thermo. Very, very strange. Okay, so he's leveling his Ezreal. So his Ezreal will be leveled. We're drawing 3 cards and killing him though, right? God, if our draws are bad, we're actually screwed. We need these draws to not be bad. I mean, most draws are good here, right? Most draws are good. God, this is a dumb matchup. He's going first. So he'll start by throwing down his Ezreal. And we need to kill him at burst speed. Because his Ezreal will take an action. It'll pass back to us. Oh god. We can't kill him at burst speed. Shit, we lose, I think, right? Can he kill us at burst speed? He has 3 mushrooms. He did. Oh god, this is so weird.
Good, I surprised myself.
He's at 3.
Hey, good looking. Back at ya.
If we pick a card, he goes to 1 health. If we play Chump Wump and he can't kill us at burst speed, then we win. And his deck doesn't have a lot of burst speed cards. At most, it's 4, right? At most, it's 3 mushrooms and then a pick a card. So Chump Wump here should win the game. I think Chump Wump always wins here.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
I think there's no hand that could deal 8 at burst. I think so. You lose to open attack? No, I would just miss a shot. Yeah.
It's not bragging if you can.
So yeah, at most it would be like pick a card, and he would set me to 1. Dude, this was a crazy game. This was actually really, really insane. Yeah.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
Holy shit. This was like so close on so many different points. I don't know. It's kind of like it's simultaneously the smartest and the dumbest mirror at the same time.